Happy Sunday, everyone. So this is Sunday School with me. Today is my father's birth date. He passed away in 2010, and I wanted to share some life lessons that I've learned from my dad. Okay. Usually when I talk about Sunday School with me, I'm usually giving parenting advice. But this is the parenting advice that I got from my dad. First of all, there are no obstacles. Any obstacles that you encounter in life, you can go through them. You can go around them. You can go underneath them, and you can go over them. My father fled Haiti and left back his children in the orphanage and his wife pretty much alone because his life was threatened after he was released from prison for being against the Duvalier government in those times. So when he fled from Haiti, he made a few stops in different places, I believe, Santo Domingo and Puerto Rico, and he came to America. He didn't have much of any money in his pocket. I think the story goes he had $41 or $42 or something like that in his pocket. And he barely spoke any English. He did speak some Spanish, by the way. But my dad, by the time he passed away, he was literally a multimillionaire. And I say that not to boast. There's a scripture that says, I will make my boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear and be glad. For those who are humble, as I am, they know that we have to be so grateful, so grateful for the adversities that we have overcome through the Father in heaven, who has helped us overcome, and a legion of angels who have helped us overcome our adversities. Our father had many adversities. Many adversities. He was in a terrible prison. He went from being very well established in his country to becoming pretty poor by the time his seventh child was born, which is me. And I have to say, he left Haiti poor. But by the time that I came to America, my dad probably had about 3 different jobs. I remember him riding his bicycle to one job. I remember him being a tailor at another job. I don't know what else he did. And I think he was driving gypsy cab in those days. That was kind of legal, it seemed. But my dad worked his butt off. He worked so hard. In those days, you can save up a couple $1,000s and buy a house. You can buy a house in those days for $12,000, $15,000, $20,000. You're not going to find that anymore now. But those properties that he had invested in, for the most part, he held on to them. And because of that, he really left us well off. And I just want to say to anyone who's struggling right now financially, to anyone who's struggling in any area of your life, if you're tenacious, if you're energetic, if you're faithful, you can accomplish a lot. You can accomplish so much. You can make any situation work to your advantage if you know how. And how do you know? You allow the Father to guide you. You request for the Father to send you a legion of angels to help you emotionally, mentally, physically, psychologically, financially, name it. But there's angels, like real angels, that are there at our disposal, and all we have to do is request their help. I thank all the angels that have helped my mom and my dad to succeed in this country. And I say succeed because my parents came to this country and they did not fall into drugs or alcohol or being wasteful with their resources. They raised their 6 children in this country. They had 7, but my sister had passed away. Before we came to this country, they raised us and they stuck together raising us. There's so many life lessons I can share with all of you about my parents and my dad, and just how incredibly strong and just determined that he was to make sure when he died that he would leave us better than he brought us here. And he did just that. He did just that. I want to thank the universe, the Father, all the angels that have assisted my dad. I want to thank the Most High and his son, Yeshua HaMashiach. I want to thank Jesus. I want to thank every person that was kind to my dad, that was helpful to my dad, that was patient with my dad, that was compassionate towards my dad, because we, his children, are the recipient of this generosity. And it has not been forgotten. I want to be like my dad. I want to bless others and help others and be there for others. Well, it's a tender time as I reflect on what an amazing parent my dad was. And don't get it twisted. I got lots of spanking from that man. Lots of spanking. But what's nice about him, he would give you 3 chances. He speak to you once, he speak to you twice. The 3rd time, that's it. You're going to get it. And he believed, and don't spare the rod, because you don't want to spoil the child. And I'm not spoiled. I'm a little spoiled with gardening and plants. I can't stop myself from buying plants. I just got to have a plant. If I see it and I like it, I'm buying it. Even if it's my last time, I'd rather buy it and just go on a long fast, but really and truly, my dad sacrificed so much for us to be able to have a better life than he did. And I'm so thankful, and I'm careful with that. Not just thankful, but I'm careful with it, because I know how hard he worked to achieve and accomplish and restore our life from all the hell that we were going through in Haiti. Dad, I love you, and I hope to see you again one day. This is Sunday School with me. Bye-bye.